Hey everyone, it's Drunk Brian here. I just wanted to go over something I started doing. It's winter riding. Um, I'm new to it and I've been doing it for probably a couple months now. And I like to get some of my friends out there. They don't know anything about it, so I said I'd put together a video of like things you kind of need and you want to take along with so you'll have a good time. A little bit of my history. I've done, as of this moment, I've done 10 years of ragbri, and come winter time, I was done. That was my off season. I never rode in the winter. I'd do burr ride or frozen ride, and then wasn't until sperm ride in March. That would kind of be the kickoff of the season of spring, but that would be it. It'd be burr, and that'd be it. But a buddy of mine recently talked me into riding in the wintertime, and I just wanted to get some info out there about how you could ride too. I'll start with the bike. This is just a Trek hybrid bike. This is actually my wife's bicycle that I kind of took over and made it my winter bike. I've been going out once a week, every week since ragbri, and it's been getting colder. And right now it's the end of November and we're going out tonight, so I wanted to put this out beforehand. If you're going to do any kind of winter riding, I would not recommend a road bike because of the skinny wheel. There's not a lot of tread on there. You would hit ice and snow and just wipe out. This hybrid bike is fine. It's a little bit meatier tire. A fat tire bike would be perfect. I don't have one of those yet, so this is working out fine for me. Some of the things I bought for winter riding, the first thing I bought were these saddlebags. And I purchased these on Amazon, and I got them for about $30 to $35. And I also purchased a kind of a heavier duty rack, if we could see this here, to mount these on. These have two large pockets and two side pockets on each side. This right here, I kind of just rigged up a bungee cord so I could put extra things in there if needed. You're going to need some kind of big bag or something to carry all the extra stuff with when you're winter riding. That's one of them. The other thing I would definitely recommend, these are called bar mitts. These go over your handlebars. Your hands go inside like this, and they really protect your hands from wind chill when you're riding. The nice thing about them too is these you could unzip, so if it's too warm out, the air will go in and help cool off your hands, or you could zip them up to keep your hands cold. The official bar mitts run for about $85. These are kind of a knockoff brand, and I think these were $20. And these work just as well. These are called Rock Bros. Another thing I bought was this snow fender, which goes right here on the front. This is supposed to prevent snow from flying up and getting your feet wet. I've barely ridden in snow. We really haven't had that much since, or this year at all, so see how well that works. On top of the extra things you need for wintertime, some of the other necessities you always need to have on your bike are, for example, regardless if you're riding winter or not, always need to keep a spare tube on you at all times in case you get a flat. So far I'm using this little seat bag just to put things in until I figure something out, because these saddlebags are usually full. I also carry along this little pouch. It's got my tire levers, some tools, a knife, tape, things like that. Always have that on you in case of emergencies and you need to fix a tire or something like that. Also during winter, when you're riding, it's colder out, and anything that's really outside, the cold weather will zap the battery life out of anything. For example, my Garmin GPS here, if I'll have it fully charged, I'll go out about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, come home about midnight, and it's probably dead an hour or two before I get home. The cold weather just sucks the juice right out. One time I had my phone mounted up here, and it had 60% of battery, and it completely, I got 3 miles from home and it just dropped to 0. So you got to be aware of that. I would suggest when it comes to lights, being redundant, have extra lights. It's charging right now, but I have a headlight here. Also got another one, fully charged, ready to go if needed. And I also have 2 taillights. I got a blinky here, and down in here there's a USB rechargeable one as well. So always have at least 2 headlights, 2 taillights in case one fails, you're covered there. Some other things you want to bring on cold weather, some tissues. These will save you because a lot of times you get there and your nose won't stop running. That's really helpful. You also want to carry a lock, so you always lock up your bike wherever you go, especially if you go downtown. You don't want all your things being stolen. Water, of course, 1 or 2 bottles, and then I just got a granola bar for any kind of extra if I get hungry along the way. Now we're going to talk about the clothing you're going to wear when you're winter riding. This is a very important thing that took me a while to get everything figured out. You will stay warm. Parts of you will get a little cold. It depends on your tolerance level. My feet always get a little cold, but I don't think it matters too much. As long as you keep your core, which I mean your chest, your heart, as long as you keep that warm, the rest of your body should be warm, and some of the extremities as well. First thing we'll talk about is shoes. When you ride, you don't want to ride these are my bike shoes. See how they're open like this? Some people will have sandals. You don't want to wear those. It's too cold no matter how many pairs of socks you put on. That's no good. That's another thing too, because I would recommend regular pedals. You don't want to be clipped in and slip on ice and you can't undo your shoe in time. I would say just get regular pedals. I did have cages, but it was kind of a hassle, so I went back to regular pedals. If you wear any kind of just regular tennis shoe, this is an old tennis shoe. This one, see how this is very airy right here? This will keep your feet cold too, so this is no good. This is just a regular old boot. I have been wearing this just because it's leather, it protects. I think probably the best thing would be any kind of snow boot, anything like that. But normally I wear 2 pairs of wool socks along with a heavy duty boot. And when you get up to your pants, I always wear some kind of thermal pants underneath. Well, actually, first I wear my bike shorts. I'll put those on first, just for padding. Then put on thermals over it, and then I wear jeans on top of that. And I wear jeans just because it helps block out the wind and keeps you warm. And don't forget to put the little tie around your ankle so it doesn't get caught on your chain or anything. Then you get up to the top there with your body. You want to have. Sometimes I'd wear a jersey for the pockets. Then I would wear a thermal long sleeve shirt over it, and then another long sleeve shirt, and then my winter coat. And that should be enough to get you started. You could always take off. It seems like when you first leave, you're a little cold until you get riding, then get a little bit warmer. But as the night goes on and as the sun goes down, it gets colder. So you want to put more on at that point. You're also going to want to have gloves. Like I said in the beginning, this will be fine. But as the night goes on, you want to put gloves on and then put your hands in here. One of the best things that was given to me is this. This is a kind of like a balaclava. It's just a cloth. You drape this over your head, and your head comes through here. I could wrap it around my neck, over my face, or have my face exposed. This thing is probably one of the best things they have for winter riding. Keeps you the warmest. And also, or you could use a stocking cap as well. And I'd recommend getting what they call a winter helmet. This is actually a snowboarding helmet. And this normally goes for about $100. It's a Bole, but I actually found this at Goodwill for $5, brand new. It still had the tags on it and everything. This is really insulated, covers your ears, works just like a regular helmet. I could still wear like a balaclava or a stocking hat under this. That usually is enough to keep my head warm. And so whatever you ride, you want to be bundled up. You want to have 2 or 3 layers on, but always carry extra clothes with you. And what I mean by that is have an extra shirt, probably a long sleeve shirt, or another thermal, or a jacket you could put on underneath your winter coat. Extra pants. I have these are like windbreaker pants that just slip over my jeans. Just more to keep the cold wind out, to keep me warm. I have a thermal shirt in here too. There it is. Thermal long sleeve shirt, so if it does get too cold as the night goes on, I could slip that on as well. And I need to start doing this, but also an extra pair of socks. I normally wear 2 pairs of wool socks, which seems like it'd be enough, but your feet still get cold. I want to bring an extra pair of just regular cotton socks or something else besides wool to just slip on. Just 3 layers of socks, I think that would be enough. Like I said, you're okay at the beginning, but as the night goes on, it gets colder, and parts of you get colder as well. And on top of that, when you're out riding, it gets, like I said, it gets colder, but if you get too cold, you just want to stop somewhere. You want to go into like a bar for half an hour and just have a beer, warm up, go to a restaurant, a gas station, whatever. Just get out of the cold for a little bit, warm up, and then get back on your bike and bundle up and get out there. But like I said, this is the first time I've done any kind of winter riding. This is the first time I've done any kind of bagging riding, and I really see the draw to it. Before I thought those baggers were crazy. They carried everything with them. I mean, why? What's the point? But now I know why. Because when I ride at wintertime, I'm all bundled up. I have extra clothes. I can honestly fit a 12-pack of beer, 6 on this side, 6 on that. Normally I carry maybe 6 tall boys. 12's kind of pushing it for yourself, especially. You got food and everything else you need, and clothes. And once you go out, you're self-contained. You don't need to really stop anywhere unless you get too cold or need something. But you can just do your own thing. And that is, on a bike, the definition of freedom. That is the best part about it. You just ride at your own pace, stop whenever you want, do whatever you want. Don't have to worry about getting to certain places to get water or food or beer or anything. You have it all on you. It's beautiful. Try it out. This is winter riding. This is Drunk Brian. Thanks for watching.